Man.
What's up,
Hello,
buddy?
people. What's
Howdy,
up? How you
howdy.
doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
It is Thursday already.
I know. It's like Thursday. Well, we missed the last Thursday because you had not gotten any sleep. So I was like,
No,
yeah, let's just skip it. That's okay.
I've been doing a lot of that lately. I got to do better.
Sleeping?
Is it,
You need
yeah,
you need to
I
do more
get
sleeping?
my
Yeah, probably.
I hit my stride. Well, in the morning it's just really busy. Everybody's in the academy and it's just busy. And by the time I get around to doing some things, it's 9 o'clock. Then I hit my stride and I look at my clock and it's 11 o'clock. And I think that's when I get nervous. I'm like, I gotta get into bed, but
Mm-hmm.
it never works out that way. How you been? What you do last week?
What did I do last week? I don't even remember what I did last week. Why am I blanking on that? I don't even know.
Shoot.
I know. I didn't go to Scouts. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Tank and Margot, my oldest two, went to an OA event. That's Order of the Arrow. It's like the scouting. It's the National Honor Society for Scouts. Hey Tracy.
Oh, shoot.
And
That's
and
nice.
I am in the OA, but I was just like, oh, I don't want to camp again this weekend. So I bowed out. I can't believe I did it, but I did. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So I didn't. And and then I hung out. I mean, I got some things done. I got some laundry done. And then I've been working on some other stuff for Scouts this week. So
I got to do laundry. I've been on the road, obviously.
yeah.
My son Ryan is competing for his university in coming up in Kansas next week. He graduates tomorrow?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes. He graduates with his master's degree tomorrow.
Congratulations.
And thank you. Congratulations to him. He's, with on the president's list and academic. I told him, how when you graduate, they give you these ropes that you wear around your neck indicating
Right.
honor and this, that, and the other. The only rope I ever had when I graduated was the one holding up my pants. So I'm pretty impressed with all that stuff. I'm pretty happy for him. And then we're off. Then we're off to Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made the national. Well, I guess they announce it tomorrow officially.
Oh, okay.
But
he knows already.
Well, they take the top 22 athletes in the country. That's the cutoff. And he's number 16. He was number 15. He's number 16 now in the country. So that's well within the margin. So we'll see how it works out when he gets there. This past week at Duke, there were these big grown men. And I still see, Ryan and those kids as kids. And these were grown men. And
Ryan's a grown man too, if he's a graduate student.
Yeah, he's that, but not like these guys.
No.
I was talking to one of the women next to me who was cheering this guy on, and that's when I discovered that there were four athletes that were professional athletes, javelin, and they're trying to get their scores up so they can make certain scores. That way they can compete on their country's team.
Oh, like yeah.
Italian Olympics.
He's trying to, right.
Yeah. So he's trying to make the Italian Olympic team. And he's throwing like it, that's for sure. But Ryan finished first among collegiate athletes. So that was really good. It was only a trip to try and improve his score.
So how did he fare against the professionals? Or I guess they're not really professionals if they're in the
Olympics. They're professionals. They're
they are.
professionals,
Okay.
but you still have to make the the Olympic team for your country. So
Oh
you
yeah,
go,
that's right. I remember when they changed that in the 90s. I don't know why I was thinking you had to be
yeah.
amateurs.
So he did well. His personal best is a 67 meters, 67
Okay.
something. And the pros out there that day were throwing 67s.
Okay. Well,
So
that's good.
that's,
He's on par with the
yeah.
pros. That's awesome.
I think the best he did at Duke was a little over 63,
Yeah.
but that was plenty good enough. Plenty good enough.
I know you don't have your earbuds in. You need to turn me down just a little bit because I can hear myself.
All right. Gotcha. Yeah, my earbuds got left. My earbud case got left behind at Duke.
Oh,
And what a nice school that is.
yeah.
Have you ever been to Duke University?
No.
I mean, it's
No.
it's got all the pomp and circumstance of a major university.
And it is. It is.
It is.
You got all that basketball money.
You can feel the tuition as you drive through and you go on to the athletic complex. The whole
Nice.
time I'm thinking, I can feel the tuition. Gosh. And poor thing, that stuff's it's going to look different.
Yeah.
Yeah, universities are in for some reorganization. People aren't. You just don't have to do that. Now, I was listening to a report the other day by a person who counsels families about where to send their kids to school and all that.
Right.
And she's telling them, unless you're going to a Ivy League school or something a major university, spend your money and learn that trade, using AI, because the employers out there, they want somebody who can do the job.
Right.
And if you've got Stanford or Duke or Harvard, because Harvard University was at this meet, if you've got that name, yeah, that carries weight and you can open some doors that way. But if you're a middle to smaller university, in the next 5 years, 10 years, you can compete with anybody because you can get that education yourself.
That is true. And I've found that I'm learning to kind of get a competitive edge over professionals. I've been building web pages for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
And so when I started using like Claude or even GPT, I don't like GPT for building web pages, but
I don't like
Claude
GPT for hardly anything. But
I like Claude much better for that. But
you're welcome, by the way.
Yes, thank you. So
you're not the only one.
When I build with Claude, I already know what I want it to kind of look like. And so I'm going to be able to feed it the right information so that it's not going to take me forever. And Claude's pretty much going to spit out exactly what I want. And then if I see something that's not right, I can look at the code because I am educated in HTML and CSS and other things. I educated myself, but nevertheless, but I understand how to read the code. So I'm like triple productive compared to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing.
Right.
Because I can just look at it and go, oh, that's not right. Oh yeah, that's the hero subtitle, or whatever it is. And jump in there and look at the code and say, oh, this is not right. Okay. Either I'll fix it myself, which I do all the time. Cause it's like, oh, a font's too small. Okay. I can fix that.
See, those are, that's cosmetic.
Fix it.
That works.
That works. So, I mean, sometimes there'll be something that's just like way off and I'll be like, no, this is not what I meant. Fix this. And I can tell it specifically what to fix. That is the key. If you can tell it specifically what to fix,
Then
you're
don't
sitting
fix
pretty.
anything else.
Yeah,
Don't break
exactly.
anything else while you're
Please
fixing
don't break
this.
it. Don't break
Yeah.
it. Just do it. Do what I say.
That used to be a problem. That used to be a big problem with Lovable. Lovable,
mm,
and guys, for what we're talking about is building solutions or apps. And
right.
now
Well,
it's
they're
all
not
about
really
building
apps.
solutions. They're not. Well, they're
They're
web
web-based
based.
apps. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Web-based
can,
apps.
I just finished a project called the Fermentation Compass, and it looks good. I mean, I'm really pleased with it. And you can, just like the recipe pantry, you can download it to your desktop or your phone, and it
Yeah.
behaves like an app.
Mm,
So, I mean, if you didn't know, I don't know that you would know, because it does everything an app does.
right.
But I'll spend hours just just dictating what I want it to do and walking through that, getting feedback on that, and then having the architecture put together. How can we do that?
Right.
What's the best way to make this happen?
Yeah.
And then
I
build
mean,
it.
it's very much work smarter, not harder, because yeah, can I sit in there and program all of that HTML and, do all of that? Yeah, sure can. I've done it
I
for
can.
years. But why would I waste my time doing that piddly crap
No.
when I can have somebody else build the skeleton and then I can put the meat on the bones and make it look pretty? And, and then I've got people saying, dude, this looks great. This is, how'd you do that so fast? Well,
Yeah, sometimes it's not as, it's a lot of late nights sometimes.
yeah,
And what I do is I'll put it out. Like, I put the recipe pantry out a couple of days ago to the
yeah,
folks in the academy and said, here's something new, blah, blah, blah. Let me know what you think. And then almost right away, there'll be feedback. How come we can't do more than just bread flour and AP flour? Why can't we do this? And I'm like, okay, yeah,
let's
I
do
didn't think of that.
einkorn.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. And what about a stiff starter? Because you've got a little thing there that determines where your starter. I was like, you're right. I didn't think of that. And now you're going back and building
Mhm.
it. I
People
actually love
pleaser.
it. Well, I mean, it's the
I'll
analogy
just
I
still,
use.
I would be like, it doesn't do it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you don't do that.
Get over
That's
it.
not what it's for. But it's like, the analogy I use is you're working on a car in your garage and you're building it, and it looks nice and it's ready to go. And you say, okay, it's finished. And you take it out of the garage and you put it on the track, and it starts to rain, and your windshield wipers don't work because you never tested the windshield wipers because it was in the garage.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the suspension doesn't work when you put a load on it, and it doesn't handle well in turns, or the
Right.
headlights come on when you turn your blinkers on, something,
Yeah.
until you road test it. So, and that's where I really appreciate these engineers who know how to do all that kind of mess. I can't do it, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I wish I had have you seen the new recipe pantry? I mean, not recipe pantry, but the new Fermentation Compass.
Mm-mm.
If I send you a link, could you play it? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Send it to me.
All right, give me 1 second and do that.
I got the hiccups. Sorry.
I can get rid of them for you. I know how to do that.
You just scare the crap out of me.
Nope. It's really psychosomatic, I think.
My wife does this thing. She's an acupuncturist, and she does this thing where she pushes in on my chest, like right at the breastbone, somewhere right here.
Uh-huh.
And it hurts. God, it hurts. I think the reason why it gets rid of the hiccups is because you don't want anybody to do it to you.
It takes your mind off of it.
Yeah, sure.
That's, I used to do that all the time with my kids. I would just say, okay, they're gone. And if I believed it and walked away, they would believe it. and it would be gone.
Well, I wish I believed you.
I think failed to upload file. Oh, I know where it is.
All right, you're just going to send me a link, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't upload it to YouTube, which I thought I had. But I have another plan. I can't manipulate anything because I cut my finger.
Oh.
And it bleeds like a stuck pig.
That's not good.
Lord,
you know what? You know what? I got some water right here. This will help.
How do I'm going to send this to you, whether it's... There you go. Much better. I took that Band-Aid off. I can't function with a Band-Aid. I'm going to forward this to you.
Where are you going to send it?
Messenger. I just sent it.
Oh, there it is. All right. Let me open it up. Okay. All right. You want me to just share my screen? I can do that.
Sure.
All right.
It's a minute and something, 20 seconds.
Fermentation. There it is. All right. Here we go. All right. Here we are.
Is it hit play?
No, I haven't hit anything yet. I think I have to actually go to the window and hit play. Okay. Play? I don't see a play button, buddy. How to use this tool. Let's read the instructions.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Are you kidding me?
I see all these temperatures, percent rise, dumped on top, wobble test. Got all this stuff going on.
Man, I'm going to make it. I'm going to get it. Hold on. I'm going to get it. It's supposed to be a movie.
Oh. Yeah, there's no movie going on.
File is too large.
That's all right.
No. Okay. You know, when there's a will, there's a way. And here it is. There you go.
All right.
Boom. Just have to be smarter than the cat. See if that'll work. So this addresses
it looks like it's working, but I've got to share it, I guess.
This addresses one of the biggest issues we see with home bakers, knowing when your fermentation is complete.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's share that screen.
Maybe we should have prepared for
this. My device can handle this. That's what it says. Let's see.
It's not that big.
I'm actually not sure, but we'll see.
It's gonna crash. It's not that big. It's not even that big a file.
This is not it. This is what you just shared with me before.
Yeah, that's not it.
All right, hang on. Let's just.
Come on,
I gotta.
guy.
Oh, I see what's going on. I gotta remove these sources. Like I gotta kick these out because I have 3 video sources going in there.
It's that thing behind the question mark.
Yeah.
Oh, and remind me, because you were telling me the other day how to copy and paste stuff, copy stuff to my clipboard, and I can do more than one.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot all how to do that.
Okay, here we go. We're going to Facebook. All right. Here it is. I'm going to zoom into it, and then I'm going to press play. I've got the audio turned on. Let's see what happens.
You've been there. The dough's been bulk fermenting for hours. The clock says ready. The dough? You're not sure. This is the Fermentation Compass. 9 signals, 1 verdict. Built so you can stop guessing whether your dough is ready. Start by setting your recipe profile. Hydration, leaven percentage, flour type. The ready zone shifts to match your specific dough. Not a generic recipe, yours. Then work the signals. Temperature, time, percent rise. The numbers you can measure. Dome shape, top bubbles, side bubbles. The visual cues anyone can read once they know what to look for. Wobble, window pane, smell. The hand and nose tests no recipe can capture. You don't need all 9. 4 or 5 give you a confident read. Set what you can observe right now. The dial averages everything and gives you one answer: under, ready, or over. The ready zone is green, dead center. When you've checked your dough, hit log this check. The big timeline keeps a running record of your dough's journey. Watch how the signals shift over time, and you start to learn your patterns. Hit download to keep a permanent copy. Save it as a PDF for the next time you bake the same recipe. It's free. It works on your phone. Built by Crust Crumb Academy, because real bakers deserve a real instrument, not a guessing game. Read your dough. Nail your bake. compass.bakinggreatbread.com.
It's my baby.
Yeah, man. Nice.
Looks like somebody made something that they knew they were doing. See?
Yeah, maybe.
Put a little lipstick on a pig and you
Come
win.
on now.
It's
now.
a
What
good
do we got?
It's good. It's it serves a purpose. And that to me is more important than anything else. Is if there's a need and I can and we can address it, then it'll work. If you're just building something, I was telling my kids that in this new world, stop looking for a job. Start looking for a way to solve a problem someone else has.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then build that solution. Start by building the solution for yourself. And if you build the solution, like the AI backbone, my backbone, if I put my head to it and wanted to sell that, I could sell that all day long. I've sold a few.
Yeah,
but
good.
It solves a problem. And I don't even think about it anymore. I just say, hey, stick that on the backbone and just keep moving. That's how you know something is working, because I don't have to struggle or remember it. It's not cumbersome. And for you guys who don't know what that is if you're working with different models and you're doing different things, and I've got, like when you saw that, when you see anything comes from us, it has kind of the same branding. And so I have one model that handles our brand voice, and another model that does our research, and one that does, our blog posts and stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't want to have to explain something over here and then have to explain it 2 or 3 other places. There's one giant file cabinet, and everything goes there, and all the models know what every other model knows. I posted this prompt.
I put your QR code in the upper right hand corner just in case somebody needs to check out the AI backbone.
Yeah, that's a powerful mechanism right there. It really is. I just have to, there's not enough time in the day for me to focus on it.
Right.
I need to send you that prompt. I saw this prompt on TikTok, and I thought we could do better than that. It's where you ask your model to look at all of your past conversations and work, identify how it is you work, where your blind spots are, where your gaps, what are you doing that you could do better? How can it help you better? How can you be more efficient? All these questions, it's like 2 pages of a prompt.
Wow, that's a big prompt.
It's huge, and it spits out this amazing result that like feels like it looks into you. You just go, wow. So what I did on some of these other communities that are AI forward, I just said, I posted in the title, I just said, Dear Claude. And then I posted the prompt in the body of the text, and that's it. So people had to start reading it to understand what it was. And by the time they got a little ways in, they figured it out that it was. And then they started copying it and doing it themselves, and it just blew up. Thank you for doing it. Oh my God, that's great. But it wasn't me. I started with somebody's idea.
It was inspired by somebody on TikTok.
And then I went to Claude and said, how can we make this better? And then it made it better.
I love how you do that. You're like, here's an AI thing. Let's have AI decide to make it better and how to make it better.
I mean, how can we make this better? And then, or say, when you get a reply, most people, when they get an answer or an output, it's so good generally that they are satisfied with it.
Right.
And they go, oh, that's good. That's better than I could have done. And they move on. But if you slow down and say, what would you change, alter, or improve about this? You'll be really surprised at then what happens. And then you go, well, why didn't you do that the first time?
To prove a point, I mean, I was literally just using my phone to set the thermostat to my air conditioner a little bit lower because it's starting to get warm in here.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't have done that even like 10 years ago. And now I've got a smart house with lights, with a device that's dedicated to home control. You know, I can use my voice to turn lights on and off, lock doors.
I like what it allows you to do.
Information.
It allows you to. You can ask questions. Most people, and I'm one of them. Before this, you just walked around. I wonder what that's about, or I wonder how that happened, or I wonder, and that's not necessary anymore.
You just ask Google.
You don't need to.
And that
it started out. You could ask Google, but now you can say, well, shoot, how can I do that?
Right.
Or here's where I need to be. Here's where I need to be. And here's where I am. I need a plan to get to there. And I need to do it in 6 months. Give me a plan.
And it can lay it out for you.
As
long as you follow through.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I saw this TikTok the other day. This guy comes out and he's all nervous and he's got his phone right there and he goes, okay. He says, I need $1 million. I need $1 million and I need it in 6 days. Write me a plan. And his AI is like, well, we can't do it. Yes, you can. You can do it. Shut up. Right. And he's just like, he's Jones. He's in trouble. Like some mafia guy is trying to shake him down. So he's desperate. It's just funny to watch. It is. And you just got a big bonus with Claude, because Claude, did you hear Claude partnered with SpaceX?
Oh, no, I did not hear that.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
So now Claude is using Elon's technology as well, or what's the deal?
Yeah, a week ago, Elon was like, "Who's Anthropic?" Because he didn't like him. But there's the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And Elon will do anything right now to sink OpenAI. Did you know that story? Yeah,
Right.
yeah, he came from there. He helped start that, and he's upset for a lot of reasons. But home bakers don't know anything about that, so we don't need to go that deep.
Well, I mean, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know what they know.
I don't know what they know. The other,
They're all scientists like we are.
You'd be surprised. People would be surprised. I get to do all of the new member welcomes. A lot of people do these big new member welcome posts with like 50 new members or 25 new members at once. I try to do a DM for every single one.
Yeah,
I know that's
that's a lot.
hard.
That's a lot.
But what it does is I get to see Robert, who is a general practitioner. He's a physician, and with an interest in this, that, and the other. And he's also baking bread. And then I've got one over here who's a what is she? She's a immunologist, and all that and the other. And she loves baking bread. So it's just amazing the people that this brings together. It's crazy. I love it. Everybody.
And you can find it here on Crust Crumb Academy.
Yeah. It's an amazing place. This week we're baking a pretzel bread. Have you ever done a pretzel bread? Have you ever made pretzels?
No.
You know how
I know you have to like have alkaline water, and that's why, because I didn't bother to do all the steps. You can make alkaline water with like baking soda. It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to have lye. You don't have to have lye or any of that.
Please don't use lye ever. Don't use, unless you're making lye soap or something. Don't use
right.
lye.
No.
But there's a lot of little things you have to think about that you don't think you have to think about. You have to have a big enough pot to boil the water.
Sure.
I've
made bagels before, so I mean, I essentially have done the process of pretzel without the alkaline water.
But you're not putting a loaf in the pot,
and
having to remember how much water that displaces.
Oh my gosh! What?
Right? Now here's the next thing: when you add the baking soda to the boiling water, you have to add it first a little bit at a time, because it's going to react. It's going to be volcanic immediately.
Right. Okay.
It's going to start reacting. So you want to put it in right at the edge of your pot, just a little bit at a time, right at the edge, because as it reacts, you have all the rest of the pot for it to react in. If you don't put it in the middle, it's going to react,
bubble up everywhere,
bounce right back at you.
Right. Okay.
And that'll scare you, and then you'll dump the rest of it in because you're moving.
So you don't start with the baking soda in the pot?
No.
Oh.
The next thing you know, you've got 2 inches of water all over your stove. Ask me how I know this.
I don't think we have to.
Then the next thing is, so I did this big thing today on all the pitfalls, things you got to think about and look and remember, because as you're dropping it, again, it's worth it. All of it is worth it. I have a bread sling. A lot of people have a bread sling. If you don't, you can use parchment to lower your loaf into the pot. So you've got to boil it on one side for 30 seconds, no more, and then turn it over and let it hit the other side for 30 seconds.
That's the same way with bagels. Exactly the same. Yep.
So with this big loaf in there, it's going to be hot to begin with. If you slip and lose one side of it, you've lost your sling. Now you got to get it out of there. So you have to be prepared. That means you've got to have 2 like spatulas or something that you can grab that loaf and get it out of.
I have a big spider
That's another thing. That's the best thing.
spatula. Yeah. I have
But
several of
you
those
have
actually.
you have to have it out because you don't want to have to go digging for it.
Yeah, because you only got 30 seconds. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
Makes sense.
So I've got like a bread sling with the long handles, handles on it. And mine's down in there. And I lose my handle in the pot. Then
that's a problem.
I lost the whole setup in the pot. And now I'm fishing around trying to get it back on a sling in boiling water, and that's not happening.
Oh my gosh. You don't have a sieve or something like that?
It at the time I'm working again. I got 30 seconds. And the pot's is on super boil. And
oh yeah, of course.
The whole top of the stove now is covered in boiling hot water. And you've got a separate Dutch oven that you're going to have to put that in that just came out of a 475 degree oven.
I just picture you going, I just picture the music in the background. If
I could do it again, it would, if I could do it again, it would be good. It would be smooth. And hopefully the people that are doing it with us on Saturday or watch that video.
Prove it. Video. We want to see video.
But it's the best tasting crust on a bread that I think I've ever had.
I saw your photos and it didn't look anything like cornbread, by the way. I think you just goofed. I think that photo was not pretzel bread. That was cornbread, dude. That was cornbread. Don't give me that garbage. Henry, just so you know, Henry sends me this link to the pretzel bread loaf. And I saw the picture and I was like, no.
Yes, cornbread.
No.
I was like,
that is cornbread.
Like cornbread.
That was absolutely cornbread. You had the wrong image. That was cornbread. I saw the corn, dude.
This
it
is
didn't
now
look anything like that. It didn't look anything like that.
Okay. This is now
crap.
What is this? 3 days? 3 days.
Yeah.
So it's getting a little long in the tooth.
It looks good though. Got a good crumb.
Very good. So
is that sourdough?
No, this is a yeasted with everything bagel seasoning. The other thing is when you take it out of that Dutch oven after it's baked, you have to immediately put on your butter, paint it with butter because the crust is going to set. And if the crust sets, it's not going to absorb the butter. Butter's just going to sit on top.
See, Colleen agrees with me. She says it does look very yellow.
Stop.
That's right, Colleen. Tell me. Tell him.
Colleen, this is good.
No, that one looks great. It's that photo on the recipe page that you sent me. I was like, nah, that is cornbread, dude.
I must have sent you the wrong link.
You sent me the wrong photo. You put the wrong photo on that recipe. I am telling you, that is cornbread.
Man, that's good. Then I think it was Colleen. Maybe it was Colleen or it was Colleen or Candy. Sent me a picture of a sandwich that a restaurant made with pretzel bread. It was like stuffed with all this.
No. This was cornbread, bro. All right, here. I still have the photo.
Oh, come on.
I still have the photo. Yeah, I do. Let's see. Betsy didn't want to make it because she didn't like how it looked.
Who's that? What did she say?
Colleen said Betsy didn't want to make it because she didn't like how it looked.
Come on, Betsy.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Here it is. Let's just pull that up and then we'll let the people decide. Okay. Here's an image. In a second.
I've never made a piece of cornbread.
Was it? Oh man, you know what? It was on my phone. Ah, boo.
Just type in pretzel and all my pretzel recipes will show up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can do that. All right. So recipe pantry. All right.
Just say pretzel and should be kids pretzels, pretzel bread, a couple of different types.
That's gluten-free.
Scroll down.
All right. Hang on. I got you. I know how to search on your website.
Hmm.
All right,
Air fryer.
pretzel.
You don't have to say pretzel bread, just pretzel.
I did that.
It's a dynamic search.
Yeah, it's not coming up like that picture of the cornbread is not coming up.
I'm
Colleen
looking at
is
it.
my witness.
Oh, no.
No, you're not.
Actually, I thought I was. My mouse was on the tab on the top of the page where my recipe pantry was open.
Uh-huh.
So I thought that's what you were doing.
Okay, so no. In fact, I sent you a picture of it in Messenger, so I can just download that sucker right out of Messenger. Smarty pants.
You know what?
Okay. All right. Here it is.
Here
it is.
You want it?
No,
you got it?
No.
You got it?
I got it. I got this. All right. Here we go. We're going to share this with the world, and they're going to go, yeah, he's right. That's cornbread. Here it comes. Are you ready? Behold, cornbread. There's no way that's pretzel bread, dude. No chance.
It's not coming up. It's just loading.
You just hang on a second. I can see it. I can see it's cornbread because it is cornbread.
Else can see it.
It's got corn in it.
Nobody else can see it.
It's coming. It's coming. It's a high resolution image of cornbread. There it is.
Oh, that
is cornbread, dude.
That's
that is cornbread.
Candy's unbaked.
It is not. It is not.
That's what it is.
What is up with this corn in then? Why does it have corn in it?
I don't know what that. Oh, that's cheddar. She put cheddar in hers.
That's cornbread.
She's the one she's where I got this recipe from.
Why'd you post the unbaked version?
Because I didn't.
No wonder nobody wanted to do it. They're like, oh, that's yellow.
A baked version at the time that I could post that belonged to me.
Oh.
So I used her unbaked version for the yeasted, and her baked version for the sourdough image for the recipes, because I didn't want to steal somebody's recipe offline.
Okay, fair enough.
But now I've got pictures of my own, so I can replace
that. Is the prettiest cornbread you ever did post.
It does look like cornbread now that I know what you're talking about.
It does. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you've clarified.
Well, now I gotta change it. I gotta change it.
So I believe you it's not cornbread, but you need to change that.
Man,
that's terrible.
Yeah. So I'll just upload one of mine.
Yeah. You sent me a good one. You sent me a nice one later. I was like, oh, that's pretzel bread. That's not cornbread.
Here is what?
Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, you ready? Your best buddy Tracy says, I was wondering why it looked like cornbread.
Stop it.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. I love you.
That's what it's supposed to look like. Did I just share it?
Yeah, you shared it. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it looks like. It says you added it to the scene. Here it comes. Oh yeah, that does not look like cornbread. That looks like a pretzel, kinda.
It's not the best picture.
Yeah. Did you just?
But I didn't know.
Did you do it in a Dutch oven or?
Dutch oven.
Okay.
Nice Dutch oven.
Because it was it was sourdough or no? No, you said it was yeasted.
No.
You said it was yeasted.
Mine's yeasted. Mine was yeasted.
True Southern cornbread is made in a black skillet, no corn. That sure is sort of true.
Sort of true.
Sort of true, because my mom makes sour cream cornbread and she puts corn in there and it's good.
Corn in your cornbread?
Colleen, yeah, I like it. Colleen says, I did assume it was unbaked, but Betsy was scared to make the recipe because of how it looked. I don't blame you.
All right.
And Tracy says, sorry, Henry. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
I'll fix it.
It's his fault. He did this. He posted cornbread and expected us to believe it was pretzel.
Yeah, trying to get away with it. But I was trying to be conscious of other people's intellectual property and not steal somebody else's
Well, did they
picture.
send it to you?
Did who send it to me?
Candy? Was it Candy?
Yeah, she did.
And did she say you could use it?
I don't know that I even asked her.
Oh,
But she knew I was she knew I was working on
Theft.
her recipe, because I mean that's what we're doing. She knew that's
Candy.
what we're doing.
Candy, I'm on your team. You want me to be your lawyer?
So there.
He misrepresented his product as yours, or yours as his, and
Oh, I didn't call it mine. Her name's on it.
and it says pretzel bread, and it's not. It's cornbread.
Her name is on that for sure.
I'm just kidding.
Because I mean, she's the one who came up with this
That-
brave idea a few weeks ago.
That looks better, by the way. That looks better. Better angle.
Yeah, I had to work up the nerve to do it, and I had to bake it first. And so when she came to me with that idea, I thought, okay, but I got to bake it, obviously, and that's not going to happen this week. So after a couple of bakes, it made it into the recipe pantry. Candy would appreciate. She's a team Henry. She's good. All of them.
She is Team Henry. You got
She's
a lot of people on your team, dude. You got a lot of people on your team. Okay, so can we talk about your GoFundMe?
Yes. Thank you, Rhonda.
Okay,
Thank you, all of you.
And don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. So this is the stud right here, Ryan. He is going to NCAA Nationals, which is awesome.
The thing is that when you don't know that's going to happen, so you don't get to save for it. You don't get to, and then you've got 6 weeks of staying in hotels and eating out and carrying on. Then all of a sudden, they say,
you got to do 6 weeks
of all season.
Oh, wow.
Every weekend
of all season. Okay.
Every weekend,
you're always somewhere in a hotel.
Always, and then you find out, okay, well, I'll see you in Kansas on this date. And I look at airfare, and you can't buy your tickets and get your hotel room early because you don't know if he's going to be there or not.
Right.
And it's not refundable. And by the time you get around to doing it, they know that you're coming. So
it's expensive.
$150 a night room is now $400.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I would try to
like
get an Airbnb
there's no room in the inn.
Right. I tried to get an Airbnb recently in Gainesville, Florida, which was close to University of Florida. University of Florida is in the heart of Gainesville. And dude, we couldn't find anything for less than like $300. I was like, what? $300?
Yeah.
For a hotel?
And I'm staying an hour and 20 minutes away.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
But everybody in the nation is coming, so it's it's one of those. And
so you did the right thing by setting up a GoFundMe, because what do people always say? How can I help? I want to help you. This is how you help Henry. Help this man go and cheer on his son at the NCAA Nationals, and he's graduating, so this will never happen again. He'll never have this opportunity.
Here's the thing: I didn't want to be like Allen Iverson's dad. Your kid does well, and all of a sudden you're doing things on the side to raise money or something. It just felt really creepy. And
well, yes, but like you said, it came up in a hurry, and people are always asking, how can they support you? This is how. You do so much for people for free all the time. Well,
thank you.
You have,
and they have been very
no reason
generous.
to be ashamed. No reason to be ashamed. Not at all.
People
for asking
have been
for a little help.
Very, very generous. And I'm very, very grateful. I just can't even begin to tell you. It's not something I know how to do.
Well, you deserve it. You deserve it. You're helping
Well,
people all the time. Can people help you back? Yes, they can. I think it's awesome. And
well,
that's
thank you.
why before we even came on the air, I was like, oh, I got to get this. And I queued it up. I stole your picture and everything.
Well, I appreciate it. And, you have to clear this kind of thing with the university and
Oh, yeah.
their compliance department, because the last thing you want to do is all of a sudden the NCAA says that's a violation. And so you have to be very, very careful. And
You don't need to do that. And here Colleen is backing me up. She says he's available to us day and night, giving us so much content that would cost way beyond our donation. So you are absolutely right, Colleen. And thank you for supporting our buddy Henry.
well, thank
He
you. And
supports
Colleen,
us all
thank
the
you so
time.
much. All of you guys have been incredibly supportive. I wasn't surprised, but I'm very grateful.
Well, you're more than halfway there.
One of my friends that encouraged me to do this, because I just did not think I was going to do it, and so I did it. And she's just been like a cheerleader in my ear. Have you checked it? And I was like, no, I'm scared to look.
$1,830. That's where you're at, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yep. I just checked just a few seconds ago.
That's amazing to me. God,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
And
crazy.
you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. And
Well,
you're going to see your kid. This is your last kid that's going to be doing anything like this.
yeah,
You
he's the
gotta
last
live
one
it
of the
up.
nest.
You gotta live it up, man.
I'm gonna
And
go and see this
and
with my own
so
eyes.
all right, so talk to me. Tell me about your schedule. Like, when is this happening?
This is on I don't even know the dates. It's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's
2 weeks
today's the
from
7th.
like the weekend, 2 weeks from
Good.
now.
Yes, the 22nd.
Okay.
And we're going from the 22nd through the 25th, I think it is. Yeah. And it's a huge
Okay. So
venue.
Friday the 22nd, and then you'll be there through Monday. Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. And that's it's just, I'm not that spry anymore. So
I may not be available for that Thursday before you leave, because I'm going to be at National Camping School.
hey man, if I did it from a hotel, because I did a show from my hotel, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Well, I'm going to be in your time zone. Actually, I'm not really going to be that far away from you. I'm going to be at Mount Airy, North Carolina, which is not super far away from where you live.
From Kansas?
No, not Kansas.
Because I'll
South
be
Carolina.
in Kansas.
I'm going to be closer to your house than you will be.
Well, yes, you will be. That's for sure.
But I will definitely take my computer and I'll wing it. If I can hop on. What time do you hop on? You hop on at 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
I'll be done with my classes by then. So I'll be in a cabin, probably driving everybody crazy, going live. I won't have this fancy microphone or anything like that, but y'all just have to deal. But we gotta go live right before that. Will you have Ryan with you? Can you bring him on the show?
Ryan will be in the zone. He'll be in the athletic.
You tell him I said we want him on the show. You're going to be in my time zone. I'm going to be in yours.
If I can convince him of that, he's such a quiet spirit.
Okay.
I will definitely ask him to do that. And
we just want to give him some words of encouragement.
When he's in the competition mode, he is in the zone. And
yeah,
I sit there, I can holler all day, hey, Ryan, go, Ryan. And he's like, doesn't even hear me. And it's I know what that's like. I asked him a couple of weeks ago. I said, do you actually hear all of that? He said, Dad, I don't hear anything. He said, I don't hear any of it. Because he comes after and he watches it on my phone. and he just zooming back and forth to see his technique. And he's like, I didn't hear any of that.
You know what? I know what he means, because when I used to perform on stage, unless somebody was right in my face, I don't remember anything that happened during that performance except
Right.
for what I was doing.
Right.
I can remember all the things that I did that weren't right. That happened every time. But, or if I had a perfect show, which never happened, people thought it was perfect, but I knew it wasn't. That kind of thing.
Man,
Dang, the hiccups are back.
But the only time I had experiences like that is when I was in high school. I was drum major for our high school marching band, and you're standing out there in a uniform that's different from everybody else's. You're just out there on your own. I never heard anything. I don't remember anything. It's like I had on I don't even remember hearing the band.
I mean, like when you're on stage, like, like I used to do, those lights are in your face and you're kind of in your own head. Like you have to be in your own head. If you're not, you're going to really mess up, because you're going to be thinking about what's going on out there and not what you're supposed to be playing or singing or whatever it is. So yeah, you kind of have to be in that zone. Man, these hiccups are terrible.
Hey, so what am I normally doing on Thursday?
Yeah,
I'm normally baking. So Ryan calls me and says, because one of the things that I like to do is I bake cinnamon rolls for his buddies. So now the graduation's happening, they won't get cinnamon rolls from me anymore. So he calls and said, "You think you could bring
the last round
some cinnamon rolls?"
Yeah.
So 2 dozen, or not 2 dozen, two whatever trays.
2 trays
of cinnamon rolls, and they were proofing and would have been ready like 30 minutes prior to me coming on here. I said, I'm not going to be able to do that. So it's in the refrigerator, slow proofing.
Okay.
And as soon as the show's over, I'm going to roll them out and make them up. But to make room for them earlier, I had these, those rolls of Pillsbury crescent rolls. Set them out on the counter, forgot all about them. And I'm sitting here and I heard,
yep.
I thought, what in the world is that? And about 2 seconds later, another one. So they popped, they didn't pop open.
They
popped
out of the crack and it's oozing out.
No, it popped out of the end.
Oh, I've never had that happen.
Yeah, I never had that happen either. So it's like coming out the end of it. And that's a job. Trying now to get it out of there without pull it. You can't pull it out because you'll never. So now I got to do something.
Did you bust the can?
It was already busted. That's the thing. Now you got to take a pair of scissors and go in there and cut it open.
Oh. Ooh.
So now I got to do something with it. Right?
Okay.
So
yeah.
What do I got to do? I got blackberries.
Pigs in a blanket. That's what I do.
I could have done that.
That's the only thing I ever use those crescent rolls for, is pigs in a blanket.
I could have done that. And I threw away a bunch of it because it was not, I could have really, but anyway, I had this tin.
Oh.
I think I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. This tin.
Yeah, the mini loaf pan. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Blackberries
are
in there with some butter and sugar and the messed up puff pastry.
Yep.
Oh, look how pretty it comes out.
Yeah. Nice little
hand
nice
pocket.
Little pie or something. Not really a pie, but yeah.
It's got all the pie stuff in it.
Yeah.
Just to be making it on the fly, I was pretty happy with myself.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You're thinking like me, man.
Look, and some of them came out looking pretty good.
Tracy says that was the baking gods getting even with you for buying pre-made crescent rolls. Just saying.
I know. I know. I know. I know. I know.
Yeah.
Why do you think I
It's
hadn't
not-
posted it?
It's not very hard to make crescent rolls either. It's really easy. It's essentially the same thing as pizza dough. That's how I make it.
It would have
Yep.
been good.
It's
as
pretty much the
pizza dough.
same thing. Yep.
But I didn't. That's why it's been in there forever. And when I pulled them out, I forgot all about them. And till they reminded me.
Except for there's a whole lot of butter in them. They're not really pizza like. A whole lot of butter.
Yeah, there's a lot of butter in that.
Yeah. When I make crescent rolls, I enrich it with butter because I like it. I like it. That's why.
I like buttery myself.
I've made homemade crescent rolls to do pigs in a blanket for the kids. And yeah, they're good. They're good. Really good. They're really fast though, like really fast proof. So you gotta use instant yeast, and then you gotta like, instead of letting them rise again the second time, after your first proof, you roll it out and wrap those bad boys up as fast as you can, and then you set them aside and let them proof briefly while the oven is preheating. And you just chuck them in the oven. You don't wait past the preheat. You just throw them in the oven, and then the oven spring and the steam from the hot dogs cooking. Oh yeah, dude, you got.
Man, I'm so mad I didn't think of that, because I've got long skewers that would be, and I've got these nice little chicken dogs.
Okay.
I might have to do one of those just so I can say I did it.
Hey, Cheryl popped in. She said, just popped in to say hi. We'll watch the show when I have access to a larger screen. She is visiting her sister.
Oh, no.
I actually forgot to ask her where she is visiting her sister, but she's visiting her sister.
She told me she had to fly there. So
yeah. Well, so it's not South Dakota.
No.
Or yeah, she's in South Dakota. I can't remember
where it is.
But anyway, she asked me a question earlier. That's how I know she's visiting her sister, because she asked me a question about popped quinoa and how you would use it. And I was explaining that it's Colorado. That's where she's at. I was explaining that it's kind of like popping corn, like popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but it like you toast it. So then it gets crunchy like a Rice Krispie kind of thing. And you can make snacks out of it, or you can top your salad.
Well, how do you do it? I got a bag of quinoa in there that I just don't ever have a.
Oh, dude, it's so easy. Dry skillet.
That's what I did before. Just
you throw it in a dry skillet. Just do it back and forth like popcorn, so it doesn't scorch. And then it's like
that's how I toast my sesame seeds and stuff.
Yeah, it's the same way, exactly the same way. So once it's give it about 30 seconds, and then it'll stop popping. If it stops popping too long, then it's going to burn. So you got to get it out of there, and just don't do a really big batch. Just do small batches.
What do you do with it?
You can use it like granola for topping yogurt. You can just pop it in your mouth and eat it. It's crunchy like Rice Krispies. I mean, it's a popped cereal. So you can make Rice Krispie treats out of it. It's like kind of. They're not rice, but similar texture. If you mix it with sesame seeds, you can make like sesame snacks, like the Asian sesame snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fills things out, as opposed to the popped rice. You're just using the popped quinoa. And
I can tell you've got kids at the house.
Oh yeah. Have I done that for them? No. Maybe I should, but no, I haven't.
I tell you, I was just reminded, because I was looking for my book earlier when I was listening. I mentioned this to you. Coming back from Duke, we saw a big light in the sky. And I watched it for 10 minutes, maybe not that long, without saying anything. And then
You were a
finally I asked,
passenger. Were you a passenger or the driver?
I was passenger. I was passenger.
Okay.
And Yolanda was driving. And I said, you see that? She was like, yeah, what is that? I said, that's a good question. It's been there for, quite a while now. And it stayed with us, not with us, but it stayed in that spot because we were, if it's a plane, it's going to descend, it's going to move, it's going to do all this stuff. Never did that. If it was obviously not a star or something like that. It was obviously not that. It was really big, actually.
Yeah, and the ISS moves really fast. I've seen it in the sky, but it's not in a fixed position. It moves fast.
This was not that at all. This was like, have you ever seen a helicopter with a big spotlight?
Yes.
If it was pointed at you, and that's kind of how big it was to us.
Wow.
And it just sat there for like 20 miles.
Wow.
And it was changing color and doing all kinds of undulation.
Really?
So I tried to film it.
What do you mean? Like what kind of colors?
It was like going green, blue, green, and just changing. I've got video of it. But through the windshield of a moving car. So you can obviously see that it's not normal because it's much bigger than anything else you would otherwise film. And if you shoot anything with a cell phone camera in the night sky, it's going to look like a pinprick. Even if it's a bigger object, it's going to look small. But this doesn't.
That's so frustrating. Small. But yes. Okay.
This doesn't look small. And another thing that happens is that if there's anything around it, typically it's going to wash it out. You're not going to be able to see on film or
kind of blows it out.
It blows it out. But this was definitely something unusual, and I've seen those before right here in my place. I've seen them like.
No, I know. I've been on the line when you're like, you got to see this, and then it's like 3 or 5 things in the air in a row.
So just to catch everybody up a little bit, last November, I'm working at my computer and I go outside to take out the garbage, and it must be 2:00 in the morning. And on my way back in, I notice these lights in the sky. I'm thinking they're stars, but I thought my eyes were tired and blurry. You know how like being if you're reading in the dark and something like that. So, but it wasn't. It was obviously something other than that. And it was freezing cold. So I watched it for a while, and there were more than one. The next night, they're back, and they're bigger. And I am freaking out because they're so obvious that these
and your
are
neighbor
crap.
was out there too.
Well, I had to. This is 2:00 in the morning. I call my neighbor across the street, and he's like, "What? What's up? What's going on?" I said, "I need you to come outside." What? I just need you to come. What's going on? I need you to come outside. So he hangs up the phone and comes out.
Make sure you're not crazy.
This guy, because I needed to know that I wasn't crazy. And he's the kind of guy that uses colorful metaphors. What in the was that? I was like, that's what I'm talking about. And I started videotaping it. And the videotape looks like every other UFO videotape that, looks like somebody's got palsy trying to videotape something. So I tell my son about it, and he goes, well, why didn't you use your tripod? Ding.
Good question.
Next night, they're not there. Next night, they're there again. And they're in the same general area of the sky. And I do my research. It's not Starlink. It wasn't stars. It wasn't satellites. They weren't in geosynchronous orbit. They were in. It's lower than low Earth orbit. So I knew what I wasn't mistaking them for something else. I'm familiar with the sky. So I get my little tripod out, put it on the roof of my next door neighbor's truck because there's some street lights and that will blind you. So I'm in the
Right.
shadow of I'm in the shadow of a street light pole to kind of give myself some darkness because of the light noise and record it. And you can see how undulating it is in different. You've seen it. I sent it to you.
Yep.
So they haven't been. I know they haven't been back in 6 or 8 months, and this was on the road coming back from Duke on the highway, and it was just clear as day. Must have been at 10 or 11 o'clock at night driving back. It was big. And of course, you hear what's going on in the news. President Trump is supposed to be releasing a
what in the world,
right?
Or what not in the world? I don't know how you say that exactly, but
well, you know,
so I have like, well, let's not get into politics too hard, but like I think he'll do anything to distract from the Epstein files.
Yeah.
So I don't believe a whole lot of things that come out of him, but nevertheless,
but this is more. This is not coming from him so much. This is
right. No, I've seen other information from other places, military people.
Yes, they've had several congressional hearings on on our being in possession of non-human biological entities and non-human craft, and you've got people
UFO
like
for you people that are not picking up
or
what we're throwing
UAP
down.
now.
UAP, okay.
Unidentified aerial phenomena. So when I was in the military, I was in
because a UFO could be anything that's flying toward you. Might be a missile.
So and it's not flying necessarily because they're seeing a lot of them in the water. A lot of them is actually more sightings in the water than they are anywhere else.
Yeah, I've seen those videos too. It's crazy.
Admiral, what's his name? Admiral Halsey. He's
about to say Admiral Akbar. And that's WAP.
Yeah. No, he was the rear admiral over NOAA and National Oceanic. What is that? National Oceanic Association.
I know what you mean. Yeah. NOAA.
They're seeing objects the size of football fields moving at
football fields, like 100 yards.
100 yards
big.
Football fields. They're seeing some objects that size moving at 80, 90 miles an hour or however many, like 4 times faster than anything that we have that can move that fast underwater and displace that much water.
Whoa.
And they are transmedium. So they're moving between air, water, and space. So they are not affected by they don't have a splash when they hit the water. So they're somehow warping the space around them, which also gives you some explanation as to why video footage of them sometimes is so hard to come by because it's blurry. Nonetheless, you've got Air Force pilots and airline pilots all now on the record. Last week, and now, so we know disclosure's coming. We know that they're going to make an announcement soon about what we know and what we have. Some of it, I doubt we get what we think. But a week or so ago, a group of major religious figures, pastors, were called in.
I read that today. Yep.
In Virginia by these intelligence officials who briefed them on what was coming out, what was going to be announced.
And why?
Because they said you need to get your congregations prepared. And the whole time,
you really think they're gonna do that? They're not gonna get laughed out of the church?
No. I think they're gonna be you won't be able to laugh about this. It used to be that tinfoil hats, yeah, right. People would dismiss it if you saw something like that.
Right.
But now it is at the point where if you do that, if you're dismissive of it, you're the one that's nuts, because the evidence is too great on the other side.
Hmm.
It is here. I've seen them. When I was in the military, we got, one of the observables about them is that they somehow are sometimes or more frequently seen around nuclear facilities or nuclear capable vessels.
Right.
And I was in Pershing 2 nuclear missiles. We would go out to combat nuclear alert sites, and we'd have 3 armed nuclear weapons on the pad. And we got briefed about security measures and what to do in the event you saw anything like a UAP. And at the time, I thought I just dismissed it at the time. But now it makes sense.
That is shocking. Like, you were briefed by the military back then about that. Because that was a long time ago, dude. That was 40 years ago.
84.
Yeah.
So
42 years ago.
We know they're coming out. So Representative Paulina Luna, member of Congress on the UAP task force, said on the Joe Rogan podcast that what she has seen in the skiff, which is a secure little compartment that they go in that no communications can get in and out, is very secure for top secret discussions and things like that.
Okay.
She says what she has been exposed to there, what she has seen, that they're going to be releasing, she would recommend you read the Book of Enoch. And I thought, what? Now, the Book of Enoch is a non-canonical book of the Bible. It is describing basically what Genesis 6 describes, that in like Genesis 6 of the Bible, it says there were angels that were watching over the earth, the watchers, and they came from heaven to earth, and they mated with human women, and their offspring were giants called the Nephilim. And
it sounds like the Marvel comics.
It sounds like Greek mythology. It's where all the giants come from. It's all those stories in every single culture around the world. Their ancient history talks about that. Nonetheless, that's what she is saying you should read, not me. She's saying that. Then you've got Representative Tim Burchett, who said last week, it's time to release what we know. If the American public has seen what he has seen in these gifts, that they would lose sleep at night. These are Congress people and high-ranking military officials preparing us for some announcement that's coming. This has been going on for some time. There's a new documentary out.
So is it going to be AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile that has the first ET phone home commercial?
Google. Google has been supposedly preparing for disclosure for quite some time with the military. Look up Bob Lazar and what he describes after having worked at S1 in Groom Lake at Area 51. This isn't me. I'm describing what happened to me on the road home from Duke.
I'm not dismissing what your eyes saw. I mean, I believe you. You're my friend. I trust you. So
I got video footage of it. So but the pastor's briefing,
is bizarre.
It's very bizarre.
Absolutely, it's bizarre. It's like,
but they've been here for a long time. It's not. This isn't new. They've been here for a very long time.
And yeah, I can see that. I mean, like however many.
But think about it. Why would you not think it's true? Because
we're not.
Every
the
time,
chances of us being the only intelligent life out there is
impossible. It's almost impossible.
Right.
We used to think that life on Earth conditions had to be right, in the right conditions in order for life to exist.
Yeah,
Now we know.
for us.
But now we know everywhere we look, whether it's in rock or in nuclear power plants, something's alive. We can find
how many galaxies? I mean, really, how many
It's
galaxies are there? So yeah, the chances of there being another society that is similar to Earth, yeah,
or either
it's super
less
similar.
advanced or has been around for millions of years. I
Or
don't know.
yeah, less or
We don't know.
more, it doesn't really matter.
If you walk into
As long as they don't pose an imminent threat, I don't have a problem with it. It's like, okay, cool.
well, if we walked into an elementary school and all the kids in the elementary school only knew about themselves and other elementary school kids, and they see us and they start throwing things at us because we're these big things, our response to them is not going to be to throw things back. It'll be, they're just kids, let them calm down.
But they're our kind.
Because we understand that they're not as developed, and we understand that they're acting out of fear, and we have more maturity. I think that's part of what we can expect in this regard with these guys. I know it's crazy talk, but we're going to have this conversation at some point with people. People are going to have this conversation with each other. If you go into the ocean, every time scientists go into the ocean right here on Earth, they discover something new every single time.
Oh yeah,
and
the ocean is largely unexplored.
But then, so why would you not think the same thing about the environment out there? It's hugely
that's a really fair point. I've never thought about it like that, but yes, that's a very fair point.
We've explored 10% of our ocean, hardly any of our ocean floor, and every time we look, we find something new. Not something different, something completely new.
It's not new. It's just new to us.
New to us.
Right.
And so we can't see beyond our nose when it comes to looking out that way.
Right. Right. Well, and to what end? Like what is the purpose? Like why would the average human being look beyond their own atmosphere?
Because we're busy.
Yeah.
And we're myopic. Right. We're busy.
Right. But I mean, like, I don't even know what purpose it really serves. Like, it's hard to wrap your head around that.
Well,
I'm not saying that like we don't have anything to learn. We absolutely have lots to learn. And so it may take an outside species to teach us something about the universe that we just don't understand. Well, I mean, it may take us to leaps and bounds beyond where we're at.
I think our people in the past, especially our ancient past, had more of an awareness about these kinds of things than we do. This is us. And
that's exactly right, because they did not have information at their fingertips.
And the night
had to discover everything.
And the night was dark. Yeah. And they could see everything. And they used the night in a different way than we do now.
That's true.
Most people can't tell you where Cassiopeia is. They can't point to Orion's belt. They cannot even identify Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. Where's the North Star? They don't even know.
Excuse me. Yep, absolutely right. That's right. That's right. See, my favorite place when I was a kid was the planetarium. I loved that place. I loved the planetarium.
My dad was a science teacher. He used to put us out on the lawn in lawn chairs at night, laying on our back, looking at the sky.
Yeah. I had a telescope and everything. I didn't live in a big city when I was little. Didn't have those city lights to kind of block things up. But yeah. I mean, the ancient folks, they didn't have anything. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have TV. They didn't have this kind of entertainment.
No, the night to them was a completely different animal than us. As soon as it gets dark, we turn a light on.
Right.
So we've got light pollution. We can't see We can't see any of that.
That's true. That's really true. When I lived in Australia briefly, um, I lived in a more rural area, and you could see so much of the sky that
You
I
can see
had
the
never
Milky
seen
Way down
before.
there. Hmm.
Yeah, you could see all that because you just can't see it. Light
It's
pollution.
here. We just
It's
don't see
here.
it.
Yeah, you just can't see it.
So
I
I
live in the country
studied.
now, so I can do that. I can walk outside and
I
kind
can
of
do a little bit of
see.
it. I studied ancient history, ancient civilizations, pre-dynastic Egypt, the antediluvian world back in the day,
Right.
and that's all they talked about. I wrote a book on it,
Yeah,
and
I remember. I read it.
it's a little book, but it's a book.
Oh no, that's
And
not the one I read. I read something else.
this
I
one
read
is
the bread one.
the bread. Yeah, this is different completely. This is on a whole different subject. Has nothing to do with bread. I
You
don't even know if
did
I
share part
even-
of that. You shared the beginning of that with me, but I never read the whole thing.
This is what Luna was talking about reading the Book of Enoch. This is the Watcher's descent. This is about the Watchers and new archaeological discoveries that bring you up to date. So it's actually happening in two ways. It's bringing you. It's you're in the past, the ancient past,
Yeah.
and you're approaching it from an archaeological an archaeologist and her journey to understand the past, and they're sort of coming together and colliding, and so the climax of this book is when they collide. So if you ever want to learn a little bit about anything having to do with Genesis, or Genesis, particularly Genesis 6, or anything having to do with the Book of Enoch, that's where this begins, and it's a lot of fun. Interesting. I just did it to get it out of my head, so it's not like I wanted to sell it, but you can buy it on Amazon.
You can buy it on Amazon. I don't have a link for that, but yeah, go look for the Watcher's Descent. And this is actually a perfect time for us to say, if you enjoyed this program, like and subscribe.
Yes, please. That helps more than you think. Sometimes I'm real bad about it. So scrolling and just not showing, just not liking or commenting. Hit that button. Hit all the buttons.
I like things. I'm a liker. I'm like I don't comment.
I'm a liker
usually
on Facebook.
I don't comment.
Yeah.
Well, I comment on my friends' things, but I don't comment on random things that I see. But if somebody says something smart and useful to me, then I want to make sure I give them a like, and sometimes even a subscription. I subscribed to somebody new today that was talking about making music in my age category. And it's like, it's not, you just don't have the same everything that all these young people have because you're not young anymore. And that doesn't mean you're no good. That just means you don't have the edge that they have. So
you're not as loud as they are.
Different. Well, you can be as loud as you want, but
they're just loud.
They can be. They
just take up all the air.
They connect with young people, and I used to connect with young people because I was a young person, but I don't connect with young people the same way anymore. But anyway, so I subscribed to that guy. I was like, hey, you know what? This guy is actually making sense. Like, he kind of looks like me. He looks like he might be about the same age as me. And the words that he are saying are true. So that's what it takes to get a subscription out of me. You gotta be
sing,
presenting
right?
something that, huh? You don't have to sing. He never sang. It was just that it's about that connection. And when I wrote music, it was the same thing. It was about making that connection, just like you make with the bread community. You have a connection to them, so that's why you have a relationship.
I started commenting more when I especially like on YouTube, when I started paying attention to the people commenting on my stuff on YouTube.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then so I'm responding to all of that,
A little
and I'm
bit of
thinking this is
reciprocal.
important. People are
Yeah.
actually seeing something. So then I
Because they're
start,
real people. They're real people that are actually interacting with you. Yeah, absolutely.
yes. So I
Yeah.
make an effort,
I'm
and
all
I
for
make an
that.
effort.
I'm all for that.
Yeah,
Well,
I love.
all right, buddy. It's
We gotta
time
get
for
out
us
of
to
here.
sign off.
Yes, it
But thank
is.
you all for listening, for chatting, for making fun of Henry and his post about cornbread that he swears isn't cornbread, but I'm pretty sure it's cornbread.
I still have to make cinnamon rolls tonight.
All right. Well, you better get cracking.
It's not so much make them. I'm gonna make them up and bake them and make them.
Ryan's counting on you. Ryan's counting on you and his
Yeah.
teammates.
Can
All
you
right.
imagine?
And if you can help support Henry, you can do that on his GoFundMe. I'm gonna pull it right back up just because there it is. Help us cheer on Ryan at the NCAA national championships
And
for
I'll take a picture
track and
myself
field.
I'll make it fun. This will be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for all the support. I'm not kidding you. You've been incredibly generous. Thank you.
You deserve it, sir. You deserve it.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Enough.
And we're signing off.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.
Au revoir.